open like what?
JR東日本です。駅や車内の変化をございましたら、ご帰宅をおかけことはIt's open like what? Hey, you know what though?
人類を滅ぼさんとする軌道修正に永遠と配信中だ。
가지고 있는 characters. This is a tiny Tamagotchi, but Tamagotchi is different.
많이 빼도 돼요? 옆에도 가보자. dulu hilang stress tolerance.
So even though all of them ended up in prostitution, none of them could actually make any money on it, which is really sad. And so many of them had to start up overnight stalls selling all kinds of stuff, especially snacks. So you'll find tiny bars like the one we saw yesterday. They're called Mama.
一番早いのは抜いて。終わってんなもう。
西福店ゲームリーダー買い取りの頃までお願いします。
Take care. Thank you.
進行を務めますのは初星学院通過2年町田優です。そして本日のゲストは初星学園アイドル